Beth Dolly, and I grew up in the village. In fact, the Elsleys bought our house, so I grew up with Jessie. And she was a character, and I would say she was a force of nature. I learned how to ride from Jessie and John and Stuart and Kit and Lester Freeman and Lester Welch and Ernie Welch. And I'm still involved in the horses to a great extent, and I will say to you that anytime I watch a horse event at Green Mountain Horse Association or on television, I hear these people saying to me, pick your head up, leave your hands alone, keep your heels down. Jessie was also a role model to a child growing up, or a young woman particularly, growing up in a small town in Vermont at that point in time. My mother had a college degree. Jessie had a college degree. I didn't know too many other parents who were college educated. And I saw her going out and doing things and maintaining a life and not following someone around. And to this day, I still live that way. And the last couple of weeks since this program was originally scheduled, I've thought about it a lot. I came down the Ridge Road and I thought to myself, wow, we used to canter down this section of road. Something that nobody's talked about, and I remember this, and Jessie tended to name her horses in pairs. There was Honesty and Modesty, and Prancer and Dancer, and Domino and Checker. There was a pair. There was always a pair. There was Calvin and I can't remember what the other one was. It was two presidents. I don't think so. They were two first names. I remember I rode Calvin quite a lot that summer. He was a really nice buckskin, and she was a force of nature as well as a character. And this project is just amazing. And Bree, I think you've just started to peel the layers off the onion. Because the more people hear about it, the more people will want to share.
I think it was somebody in the back, maybe? Yes.
I knew Jessie from the New Jersey end. Being born and brought up in New Jersey, I went to NJC, as it was called, New Jersey College for Women, the women's side of Rutgers University, where Jessie taught botany. And she was a terror as a professor. You did what she said. Her expectations were strict. And Jessie, in all the time that I knew her, and this is 70 years ago when I was in college, she wore nothing but a tweed suit and a hat that was on an angle. And I will show Dorcas her picture in my yearbook.
Someone else? Yes.
So I had two questions. A question and then a comment. So the question was, how much did Green Trails and the Old Town Hall was there a connection, and was the Old Town Hall used at that time by folks at Green Trails?
It was used. We had a square dance every Saturday night.
All right.
And it would be packed. And Carl Bushy was our sheriff, and he patrolled the dance and kept everything. You never heard of a problem in the building. They might have had a few problems outside, but nothing. It was safe to go. You could go to Silverdome, I think, Thursday night. And then you could go to Fish and Game in Randolph on Friday night, and Brookfield on Saturday night. And it was a wonderful way to spend an evening.
Thank you very much.
Events there too.
the comment I wanted to make was that Sue Shea here and I are starting the Conservation Commission in town, and I look forward to working kind of on behalf of Jessie's memory in a way, because she was a botanist, and we're going to be working to protect some of those special places, hopefully, that Jessie was interested in here.
Oh, I just wanted to comment that we had school graduations and events that happened there too. It was used by the town. Yeah.
Are the trails still used by people who ride horses, and are they still accessible to people publicly?
Some of them are, I still ride them.
You do.
The interstate really disrupted the whole trail system when that came through. But the ones on this side of the interstate, yeah, some of them are still good. There's been a pretty good crew of people who are still riding horses. That's getting smaller all the time. But some of the same trails. I've been riding them for over 50 years.
Some
How
of
many
us-
Morgans in the area yet?
I'm sorry?
How many Morgans in the area yet?
Not as many as there were.
I wanted to ask you mentioned the Checkers.
Yes.
I was handed a Checkers pony, black and white, and he was blind.
No,
One day.
he was a horse.
It was this
Checkers,
pony
Checkers was a horse.
that Jessie gave me to ride was hell on wheels. And Dad and I went riding one day, and he was on Big Tall Colonel, and I was on Checkers. And Daddy didn't know that much. And Colonel grabbed the bit and just took off.
Yeah.
You know, it was a great big old thoroughbred or something. And Checkers, he's blind. And Checkers just kept up with Colonel. He couldn't see him. But it was the best ride my whole life. I just clung to his mane, you know, and said, yeah, go. When Dad finally pulled in his great monster horse, he said, we will not mention this home. But I always wondered why Jessie gave me that horse.
That was not the Checkers I remember. Checkers I remember was a full-sized horse.
Oh,
He was probably 15 too.
Oh no, this was
Yeah.
ponies.
Okay, I'm sure, does anybody else like to make a quick comment?
Oh, there's
Is
so
there a
many
map
of you.
of the trails?
Matt? No?
No.
Probably not.
No, but Jessie was instrumental in not having an exit from 89 to Brookfield. So that wouldn't happen.
Okay, yep, great.
Some of those trails, we used to keep records of the trail rides. You know whatever happened to those books?
No, I have no clue.
So they might be in if we could find those books. So I actually started with Jessie when I was about 6 or 7. And she was a handful. You didn't mess with Jessie.
No.
To me, it didn't matter that she had a great doctorate, was educated. She had horses. That's all that matters to me. So, and I worked with her for probably 2 years, and then worked with the Gages, and was passed on to the next people, the Williamses, and all the people at Oakland Trails, and I worked there for a good share of my life, for about 20 years. And I felt the same way as Mr. Osha. I loved every second of it. And I was laying the pain, or it became fuzz. They couldn't get rid of me. There are a lot of great stories.
Okay,
Quick question. How much hyperbole is involved in the narrative story of Jessie for her considerable cigarette habit? She used 1 match a day.
As in lighting one off the next? Okay, all right.
1 match a day for her considerable cigarette.
Or just a really long match.
okay, we're gonna, yes,
I have heard, but I've never known if this were true, that the reason that we still have dirt roads in town is because of Jesse.
Yeah,
That
especially
is
through the
true.
village.
So that the horses would not have to walk on the pavement. That's what I thought, but I never knew for sure.
Sue,
I just want to make a quick announcement. It's kind of a different subject, but I'm from the West Brookfield Village Trust. We're trying to preserve some of the history over in our corner of the town, and we own the West Brookfield Meeting House. We need to do some plaster repair on the interior. It's going to be a very expensive project. So one of our fundraisers is a quilt that Alice Wakefield has made, and we have raffle tickets here. They're $5. If you're interested, you can talk with my husband, Ted. Stand up so they can see what it looks like. And we have a photo of the quilt. We'll put that out on the table so you can see it. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
okay, now I'm sure there's other stories, and you can share them during the potluck. And Bree's going to be up front here, so if you want to stop by, give your contact info. If you have some stories that are relevant to Jesse or the town of Brookfield, she'll be in contact like she's got next year. She's looking for a project, and she wants to continue this one on and do the oral history. So if you give her your contact info, she'll get in touch with you and take it from there. I think that almost, we have, this is just one of the oral histories that we're doing. We're hoping to continue on. This event was sponsored solely by Brookfield residents. You know, and the spark plug behind this, I have to say, is Elaine Mangy-Bach.
Yeah.
Elaine, sit down here.
Very ambitious and energetic group of people.
Okay, Yorgos, you have anything you'd like to?
Yes, I have, I need the stage for a minute. Would you share?
By all means. makes me look important.
Makes me look short. This is with the Historical Society's grateful. Thanks for your help.
Oh, thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
And this is for Birdie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Now, I have two books, one for Gavin and one for Zach.
you. Okay,
Would you see that? they
of course,
get them?
definitely. Yes, definitely. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, here. Give your contact info. If you'd like to, have her contact you for a little more history.
Can I get one quick commercial message?
Quick.
If you don't own one of those Brookfield History books, you would like to, you may purchase one for $15, or you can give us a one-year membership in the Brookfield Historical Society, which comes with a free book. $20 for an individual, $30 for a family. Such a deal. Either way, we'd love to have you have the book.